What's up, guys? Maestro Megatron here. Welcome back to the channel. Tonight's video is the best moments of Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers. And I'll be doing the best moments of Halloween 6 theatrical version tonight, and tomorrow night I will do the producer's cut. I want to do the best of both worlds on it, because some people's favorite is the theatrical cut, and other people's favorites, other fans' favorite is the producer's cut. But tonight I will do the best moments of Halloween 6, the theatrical cut. My personal favorite, best moment in Halloween 6 theatrical cut is when Michael is chasing after Jamie and she crashes into the pumpkin patch. And she gets out of the truck and she's creeping through the barn. And it's thundering and lightning, and you can hear the music. And she sees Mike visions and shadows of Michael following behind her as the lightning's flashing outside in the pumpkin patch, but she's trying to make it back around to the entrance of the barn and try to sneak out of there without getting caught by her dear old Uncle Michael Myers. And then she accidentally steps on a twig on a piece of hay in the barn, and then there's Michael upon her, and then he slams her up against the hay baler. And then he turns it on and starts grinding her guts. And she's like, ah! That is my favorite moment and best moment right there of Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers, theatrical cut. By the way, this particular sequel come out in 1995, 6 years after, by the way, 6 long years after 1989's Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. We had to wait 6 years because of production problems and screenwriting problems and writer strikes, and nobody could think of anything after the distorted, crappy storyline and a non-continuity storyline of Halloween 5 that Dominique Othar and Gerard slopped together like a big, nasty plate of frickin' spaghetti. So it took 6 long years for us to get 1995's Halloween, The Curse of Michael Myers, but we finally got it. Anyways, that's a whole nother story. Danielle Harris did not come back for this movie, by the way, as Jamie Lloyd. J.C. Brandy played Danielle Harris due to contract and money problems, money disputes. They did not want to pay Danielle Harris the money that she wanted to make, so they just basically gave her the nip, which is bullshit because Jamie Lloyd made the Thorn trilogy, in my personal opinion. But that's a whole nother video that I have on my YouTube channel. But I just gave you my best and favorite moment. Another good moment is when, after the nurse in the sanitarium where she is held prisoner, the nurse helps Jamie get away with her baby. And the nurse, for some odd reason, doesn't leave with her. And she's standing in the hallway, and Michael comes from behind and grabs her by the neck. By the way, this is JoJo Headlock, Mr. JT's favorite scene and best moment. Picks her up and then stakes her head right to the spike in the wall. And he stands back and kind of does the head tilt, kind of doesn't, and her body's sitting there quivering. That's Joe Headlock's Mr. JT sucker one of favorite and best scenes, and that's a good scene in Halloween 6. By the way, George P. Wilbur did come back to portray the Shape in Halloween 6, who also, like in the previous video, like I mentioned, did Halloween 4, The Return of Michael Myers. A lot of good scenes in this, a lot of good moments. Sebastian, one of my subscribers, Senor Sebastian Way, Bazo Wazzo, one of his favorite scenes is when he picks up the big old machete and goes into the operating room and slaughters all of the cult members who are trying to perform surgery to make their super Michael Myers baby. By the way, the storyline's a little hokey in the theatrical cut of Curse of Michael Myers, but that is, like I said, another video on my YouTube channel if you want to go back and find it. I won't go into too depth of detail, but that part where he's slaughtering all the cult members in the operating room and bodies are being slammed up against the glass, blood splattering everywhere, and the strobe lights going. That's a good scene right there. Another really good scene is John Strode, played by Bradford English, slaps Marianne Hagen's character, Kara Strode. I see only one bastard in my house. You ever talk to me like that again, so help me God. You understand. By the way, John Strode is a boss. I love Bradford English in this movie. John Strode saved this movie for me. This is a good Halloween sequel to me. Like I said, I grew up with it. I seen it back in the theaters back in 1995, but it's not one of the best. Also, Kim Darby is in it. Donald Pleasance comes back to portray Dr. Loomis in this, and hits his last portrayal because he died during the making of it, but they managed to get it done, which is I explained in another video. But you can tell Donald Pleasance is ill and sick in this movie and ailing, but he still does a decent performance for what he had to work with. Daniel Farrands is the one who directed and wrote this movie, along with Paul Freeman. Good sequel. They followed up the best they could after Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers, but again, Kara Strode, new character, and her brother Tim Strode, and her little son Danny Strode, who is starting to hear the voice, Danny, kill for him. By the way, the Man in Black turns out to be Dr. Wynn, who is played by Mitchell Ryan, and he was the voice that supposedly Michael Myers, as a little 6-year-old kid, kept hearing to kill his parents. That's what Mrs. Blankenship in Halloween 6, the theatrical cut, tells Danny Strode, in both theatrical and the producer's cut, which, like I said, I will cover in tomorrow's video of the producer's cut. That's another good best moment and favorite scene of mine, when she's explaining the boogeyman story to Danny Strode, Mrs. Blankenship. Paul Rudd comes in as grown-up Tommy Doyle, and Paul Rudd does a great job. I wish Paul Rudd would have came back in other sequels to portray Tommy Doyle. Paul Rudd did a great job. I don't care what anybody says. Every scene with Paul Rudd is Tommy Doyle is a great scene. Every scene and every good moment with Donald Pleasance as Dr. Loomis, even though him being ill and dying while he was making it, is good. It explains the origins of Michael Myers in this movie the best that it can, the thorn symbol. But yeah, like I said, the Man in Black turned out to be Dr. Wynn from the original 1978 Halloween, where he's following Dr. Sam Loomis. I'm not responsible, Sam. Oh, no. Yeah, that Dr. Wynn. But, yeah, some good moments, some good scenes. Like I said, mine's in the pumpkin patch, where she crashes in the pumpkin patch and gets thrown on the hay baler. A lot of good kills. Another good kill and best moment for Joe Headlock. I will give him another shout out, is when John Strode gets his head blown up, electrocuted in the basement, and he's foaming from the mouth. He's like, ah! Psh, head explodes. That's another good moment, another good scene. Like I said, good sequel. Gets a lot of hate, gets a lot of love. It's up to you. Tell me in the comments what some of your best and favorite scenes is in Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers, and the theatrical cut. Like I said, tomorrow I'll do the producer's cut, but until then, give me your comments. What's your favorite scene in this one? What's your favorite moment? What's your best moment? What do you think the greatest scene is? What do you think the greatest moment is? By the way, if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button, hit the like button. If you love this video, subscribe to the channel at the Maestro Megatron. And if you are in love with this channel, please become a member of the channel. Get a membership. I offer 3 different membership packages. They're really good, and it benefits you in the end, because I do members only Saturday night trivia live streams, and whoever wins the trivia, I give away prizes, but it's for members only. There you have it. There's just a few of the best moments and best scenes in Halloween 6, The Curse of Michael Myers, the theatrical cut. Again, leave me a comment. Tell me what your favorite scene is. Tell me what I missed. I know I missed a lot of good moments, a lot of good scenes, but anyways, leave in the comments what you think, what you feel, and till then, stay scary, stay spooky, and watch out for the boogeyman.